se odobroni unim pa se daddy Lumba oye bema na one ti islegon owo yere wonim se fe na Akosua Serwaa wonim pa hwe fa sa ebu no ene ni die no e mama me no
obi a Lumba de no bo nwum bia no o appreciate ni bia wo kan bia ba Akosua Serwaa kwa de cross da ho cross no ne se
wabre
memma mu refi no da no che se ne Akosua be da ne bon sam kra that still appreciate her
da no nti wo your baby a wo ne watwempena Akosua Serwaa de
that forever and ever. That is what it means. That means forever and ever. If you want to say something about Luba, don't forget Akosua Serwaa.
I watch one of the TikTok programs on Moye. And Lady B or see a friend Angel a basso beka say not only that yes only that the Lumba twempena ewa bruchiri. Na that the Lumba e catch any say me yiri the Akosua Serwaa for nidi wo wiase nyina ama no so ne benanti acha. In as much as me no twempena no
kasem na Angel kan no me ye sure say odobroni wati bi wona
so odobroni mfa nhye ni trim say nyo no pe na that the Lumba ne twempena onfa nhye ni trim say nyo no kwa na that the Lumba ne wo eba se ohwe ne yekoso okumase after the court no de ma ne ye no se empo court ni bu asem ne ma na ebe ye den so be kokumase so be kwa ye ni bi ohwe ne ye esi no me ne no a eye me ma papa me ne be ma ne ye bi oba ono no eware ye no onfa aware no animu kunade ni nyina na mimi remeni as e ma papa na hwe se kakumase ma na ansan heli na
uhwe ne nyom kwampo na that Lumba bona most of the nyom no e contain
Akosua Serwaa
and so Akosua Serwaa no ye ni muse
sure
MUSE enema na one ni famu no odo ababomu nsem emwa thank you you see where Akosua Serwaa was in his life
na mom so twen ebie bu asem ni wie na ekoto ne beto a onya ni gie enkokumase ayi na se.
This particular video a video Abusua me share video no na me wra ho at a point in time no be bomani a Abusua na me ye ayede asu cause me hwe nsem a me bra mpanyimfo e kan ye nsem a na agyeman e kan ye afutu nsem a kan ye e de kire odobroni hwe nsem a me bra panyini e ye tame e kan ye ene nkomo a wodi ye e de fa adale Lumba nyom makram abra adale Lumba bo na yire Akosua Serwaa din e wo nyum ne mu na asem a wakan ye e de fa ho e ye prosa o de to Akosua Serwaa din e wo that particular enyum to no e ye de emu na me tie nsem a me bra panyini me fa da yi so e kan ye e de fa mama Akosua Serwaa ho a Abusua na tere se ya mama Akosua Serwaa e ye te ye de no twiro book na embabunu emma eba etimi eye de esua ekwan ya mama ne fa so ne daddy Lumba tran no me dara se uyi Ghana for ma ebe se 20 million gina hono mu a wan hwe mu 5 kokora ntimi. I am telling you tie nsemu a wo mo ka nsemu a wo mo ka Abusua wan hwe a ore eye de ebe ho eye me bra panyina na agyeman ade afutu sem bi gu ho ede ma wodobroni se ebeya ka womra ne ho ase na anidi a ese efate ma me Akosua Serwaa no onfama no okai pan se lady bi be kan no on TikTok live se na one daddy Lumba twempra na daddy Lumba ka kire ne se onfa anidi ma na yira Akosua Serwaa na that particular asem no omugiri se daddy Lumba ka bi ede kire eye wodobroni Eze odobroni se ne tim se enye ono nko anu oba daddy Lumba ne twempra enye ono nko anu oba daddy Lumba ene ne wo ye nti ebeya enka wo mafom na anidi ese se wode ma daddy Lumba ne yire se wo yire no anidi ese ne se wode ma ne se onye kura no won fama no na omra fom na onti asie nyintum se sebi oye daddy Lumba emma emame na won hwese kumase for my anything legal wife for my impa eneyi obo paase no se omo ensa eheli no na eneyi impokura no se court kura buama no se oye woyira ebeye den eno tiba bakumase se oba beye kuna impo abusua no a wo komu no empokura no reject no se ye ware no onye yere enti abusua wo komu o na yenye wo ene abusua odi nkomo eye de ewo ho no eno wie no ena sami si niema bi so bia se obi a wo bo oda no Lumba bia no Daddy Lumba appreciate se nipa kro no a obuonidin de to dwom nanso so enwom oda no Lumba to ya makram emu no okansem bi eye de ebomu se medeme maame amasa ejamo oni abusuafo yi nyina ema mu wura mfi Akosua Serwaa da no wabre that particular word dado Daddy Lumba kan ye so Akosua Serwaa din so no eye close and Daddy Lumba ede ato Akosua Serwaa ho no matter what say impokra no say Daddy Lumba mpokra ne Akosua Serwaa jaye kra no a that word or the two ho ema mu wura mfi Akosua Serwaa da that word the dano it said obi akantam say penye krami cemetery asiu semawu ema mu wura mfi da tamo de be mani paso masi enti obi ana de Lumba to nwombo ni di bia no a oye bi Daddy Lumba appreciate no but eye ma me Akosua Serwaa nko de eye cross edani din ho enti ese Ghana fo fa sa asem ni serious na na bese serious ono na ye bra panyine yi abusua so edi bitu aso se ohwe kwan a ye ma me Akosua Serwaa efa aso ne Daddy Lumba etena ye abusua ensem a wokan no na wose ayede agumi se ma me Akosua Serwaa de na bra botto fom odi ni bibia oba asase so obeye nyina no enipa bi oba asase so bia prisi obedi yie na enso ma me Akosua Serwaa de onu no yie die ma Daddy Lumba ba fom na impo Daddy Lumba kura beji din no e ma me Akosua Serwaa ma Daddy Lumba space se Daddy Lumba na eye star o man space se onyo no no dia oye wiase nyina de nka ye ma yi bia eni o maba yi a enka Daddy Lumba ekwa ha na osano okwa ha na osano tire se o man space kra man nya baabi ene na ofa ne ha na osi ya confusion ye de won twema tire se o baabi ama ne ho nanso so emma o mobile ma me Akosua Daddy Lumba ho nyina no e ma me Akosua Serwaa nya abotire eye din this masa man nyina akoso ho se kwanya wafa so build Daddy Lumba from scratch no a little assemble coupe ebetime ma Daddy Lumba ne career obi di nyina ba wieye enti nipa bia no uhia that kind of a man bi e wa brabo mu abusua video na no hye ensem obo video no mu no ano edna sa wose enwu na wo wura ho a ende na minim the kind of enipa oye abusua yenhwe video no embra na ayemebra panyini na najema said nkumu bi se court weda hoyi yenka no kore ewo court ye camera based on evidence how de beko na court ebehwe so abu asem ede ayede ede amawo na nipa bi obakwa kwagina court bia no enim se odi for anase odi pem na nso nipa bi waya na odi for pass o contestem na hwe onim se asem onim evidence ya bi di for de but meeting de akodi bem but mema wura mfi se odi for na okọ court akọkire evidence se de na ye bua de ma na abedi bi mu a upia bontena omo a wo mu atenchia a omo bu atentre ne eye nature emframa asase enua ensuo apepo afa no mo so ebe frɛ wo sebra court ho de o de evidence ne koye nanso ye de ye mu atenchia na that particular eye nature sabi atanye omo de ba no ehu eba wu hu abusua no de video no efamra ha AHINTASEM TV subscribe like and share the comments so ne famaye
e brother no bro mo free court bae omo free court then mo na we saw a man omo se ono no yo odobroni papa na odobroni ofa na kumase ma bi no mo etugu odobroni papa so hrono then I ask myself say if odobroni papa and the free court aba and the kumase for my bi ehuro ni say na da ye de Daddy Lumba betu mpam odobroni ankase pie kumasia then besi Sammy Rasta.
Ofa, I asked myself the same question. The same question. Because Ofa, yana enkofobi kase ase eye obi fi se eye yefa sakosha sewana abonkofo pa se omunkoye ni omuye saa asem ne ba mitirim no ade ba mitirim ye ba ko pe se susuan pa se court ruling ne ba na ekotia Akosua Serwaa edien esa ene ye twa to honum a ema awarefo because uhwe edwomfo ma ni nyina na they are all awarefo nko no ma ba like they just want to protect that space institution no that space omo ahokeka de omo pese omo ye no not necessarily say bi omo tan odo broni ana
menim kwan bobra menim kru na abre nti he salomo omo
nti there are interesting days ahead of us and they beba na offer billboards ya oma sisi me a me hubi me fi kumase na eba na ya one thing is say me hubi wo kumase
na hu wan
enkran
ehun fa sai
tesano se me VIP bus me VIP bus na buy me to many a Lumba na poster na bo hoi de me hu ya no so different from picture bia me say hu that means enye one billboard say ya starting to see billboards last week ye discussing me can Abusua Panin asem and based on the interview no aye no Abusua Panin tonable because of her ohwe sa me the interview ni nyina ba bia eye mayi ne eye Akosua Serwaa sen eye ne busuani no eye also your sofo bibi sa Abusua Panin ka say o discuss and the chop money Akosua Serwaa chop money or no the man
one miss bote
I think so.
No, yeah, it does.
Elder
bote.
Na ya announce say papa eje chop money ma. Na afei papa frɛ wo show ni so a. Receive unim krada. Now I ask myself, what was the intent of like I say say me koyi sika no. Say me di adwuma mo say me ni sika no. And so I have to be sending money to even people that have not called them. Say, men frere but ma send this scammer of Ajman. Men frere ma send this scammer. Scammer so I'm sending out a purpose. Into me sending out a men frere one. What's the brain behind it?
Obako
I'm a wine.
Why not send this scammer?
Into no and nipa no ye nti with this scammer no na anko pie radio so a. Frere nipa no.
Why not send this scammer?
Abusua Panin so on Sunday.
Emma wan.
Papa ya kana sem elder.
But so fanya dey.
Akosua Serwaa akon hu.
Is that how we do it?
And I ask myself say
no Abusua Panin bet me abba Akosua Serwaa kon hu.
Odi eti.
Odi party Germany.
Ofati. Odi eti o. Mo ma yen hwe bibi. De enti aye wo court no. Ade we ya enkofo me pese enkofo adwini be fi so the reason why we are in court. The reason why we are in court is that lawyers representing Broni and Abusua Panin said that omuma Akosua Serwaa enye kuna tio enti won recognize it now ko send this kama ne ye den
that Lumba mama ami
said that Lumba mama
ami say one no ba
there be you know onu kwa na one no ba
say bi so send bi mo Broni so
Broni kwa na one no ba ofa Broni kwa na one no ba
and if you were Manchester, if you were Croydon,
it's who bought a comedy. A case of a unum, which I say a urinum A6 and a baby mama, ready and yet a urinum crassum. The Oma Lumba no because said me, dear, the entire Obacas was send this karma according to Abusua Panin dear. Let our man lawyer and Troy and say, who say, and I would not court this year, or testify, say, ya more evidence, say, on ye, until I walk out. And I'm not sure he's going to say anything either than the Wayan.
And to send this car command,
and to send this car man so or your day
on from Fiancorano
and Qualano. And then Mibusa say, into more my canon so my memory. You are just confusing the confused. You are just confusing the confused. Media so jina baby me jina means sama adwenita say entawatawa ekoso Lumba busuamu ni na ye hu ni nyina no na ohwe ne actions ne niema bia say e kasa na busuapanyi nim kasa mo kasa na ompe ebi obi a obekasa ama no because kasa na yi ni ma every day one interview so see ni so no kasa
na obi nim kasa ye fa na busuapani
sentina paako forces paako so for say omo pese omo be
because your criteria you this selective position bia na so obi according to you you think onim kasa
no I see
obi nim kasa on qualifies obey abusuapani because empani for say opani bia due mate menteye ye de nyansa ene da abusua no ene nyansa ni bi efri kasa mu enti se woni mu kasa untumi na busua no ene wo fa se brempoma hwe woni nentam ene Faustina Fosu ono so gina he eti de busua pani de wo de nkabom na eden eba na untumi mfa nkabom ma no wo deserve so ye busua pani mate so yes so ye Pentecost elder ana me de mate so we Pentecost elder pa I'm a staunch member of the church. They should take him on.
Because offer you get to make kasa ne say odise kron ye very famous actor me a twe camera si so for interview first time e ho na obehoro Lumba subanya enye. It did not come from aso first from the Abusua panyina kai say ono ne kora Lumba chiri ema ne niema enye bi ne ho niema. He is the first person or catcher or mafia or ne kokonye like you know beke kasan semni now until I'm so nim kasan
sentina me so say unqualified of your penny mu
so inti kasa oko opem so na so ya kire say koneko toto niema ne fabra oko ye na BBS no wantimi amfa ankoda empanyifo bio na ma lawyers e kire krata say ye ma Akosua Serwaa enye kuna enutimi gina court intino usha interview a the last time one of the our sister station utim say abusuapanyin struggle with even how to eniema why year so explaining ma entiase ba no you are just saying things esa the on doubt about him because say obe send this chop money ama because why 30,000 say 30,000 year juma intino ene mami sendi bi ma we te ba na we akase mama we iska enti se nka papa no ti se de okan o se ya amfre no an kan kire ne se yes wakwaji sika bi se mo ameyi ni ho ano a enti se anka obi anim se eda ho no abusuapanyi iska e de bo akonhoma. And this is even the first time that you are doing it. Intimi sre ohwe no ntimi a se de coach e tu no free ontie coach ni ba bi ogina on fanto ho ana on de on twi ne ho free ye fa ne say ye no tutu ye nimu ansa na de otumfo apan on mani ni animu no de onye say o me de me pai bota akire
same oni bebe say any pakwa quarter a monsoon between two people entiase eni enya dwuma ewo say ye settle ofie eti ne ye de akokot nyesa edipa me ni gina quarter omum ye no nyina obi anim no kore no de onim se wafom no onim se wafom de onim se onfom ye no onim se onfom ye but omoko challenge case no because obi anim se court ye nka no kore wo eye fact evidence based but let me tell you the truth de odi no kore ebu atentere won kurem eye nature court emu aten ewo enokora kwan so eye fact wo evidence no enna wo de to ha court no gina so emma wo judgment unya sa judgment na wunya wo nipa ni so wawie usi abonten a na mframa frew no aka che say media no kore enna me de adwuma na ode ne no kore justice ato na no adwuma you have no idea adwuma you have no idea eti court de ye betimi akọ na evidence yakeka ne mabomu na court no e de ne fact findings ni nyina hu say ye hwe mu no ye hu se ampa se nete na wanya judgment no bia bu sama yes sir upia bonten a na ne chanso awia asase emframa no wa take over kwame
Ajimai, last 2 weeks o kan sembi say e fa no Lumba sembo ehun ye be ka che
of course
enye se efunu obia
me from da
na wonim Lumba asemu yi Ajimai aye ade a esuade kese amanipa. Can you believe say in any 3 days me wo kwa atibi na me ne osofo bi di nkomo na me ka kire ne say one sorry any aware or some eboa and I'm sorry ni aware. Then I went on to tell him say aware ni nyina ne fapem so ba akosan ade na awosan no enye aware kra enye sorry krata eyemra and I was saying afi ni waye din but na yewu nipa mu nti na me koso a me guna ni mase because the members wo ho ana me kire no ade a ono kwampo waye sofo for so many years no he doesn't know. Then he talked about say oh yekoye engagement and I'm say there's nothing like engagement. Aware no eye ti say miensa no eye nkrakra nkwan eye nkwan ye wo nkate kwan eye nkwan and ye wo abenkwan eno so ye nkwan soronko so ultimate ka say wo de ba ko ye stage 1 and we oh ya ye engagement do na ye kwakoye when in actual fact no we engagement ni bia na wo kokoye e first ordinance na ordinance ne kate tradition no engagement now the so called engagement enti we na ama emrantie bi astarte ti nieba bi asese oh sa mo na tie enti unim yankai Lumba for anything kwampu na ye kai no for sa ade we ya ase ya hata sumu mo so amanfo ni made ko eye aware no now it is like when yes Ajimai na me fiwa na me ba say asem we me de me boss mo a me de swa ye friend say no Abusua Panin bet ni nyina achi no ne lawyers no and live up to the job they were supposed to do because ono Abusua Panin onimumra oye Abusua Panin enti onimumra enti no ana ofam as the lawyers so you can be in that position as advisory so you too but pa wonyame anim ese as lawyers a mosua ngoma a munim say ordinance aware civil se wo beguna obi bie ni bia se obetime guno except a judge now we can say onipa no e de ensa ekoye ye de ensa egu traditional marriage yemfa ensa engu ordinance marriage so say Abusua Panin po na ni buafu ana ni wure free ni ho say untimi engu ordinance aware sa you acting the capacity as his advisor no need you to write that me kwapa me lawyer me kaya mu say this thing is so bad like how were you able to pen it? It's not like the man instructed you say chinchinacho when you knew very well say ade we ba it to be contested in court. So the lawyers of Abusua ni odobroni yeah
I believe say I strongly believe say me tie Abusua Panin no ne kasa ne interview it means say they did it at the blind side of him. Yeah, that's how I see
like the lawyers did it at the blind side of him
because on say the same lawyers no represented a friend say Dobroni and so therefore I believe because utie me tie Abusua Panin interview no ye na o say ono de okan from omumienu and tawatawa ba no waka say omumienu nyina anye onka babia da. That's how
even enokrampo no Sami, there's a problem here. The problem is that there is me who how Abusua no represented by one law firm no ebesen etimi I represented a wife like I put it, a supposed wife quote on quote because eba no say ye cha de na ye cha ewe agyapade ni niam Abusua will be on one side and the wife no will be on the other side, representing two different interests. So eba ne say na omo be timi bo mu say omo represent the same person. There's something there.
Kwame ni baby.
Me
Sometimes say obi hihye adwuma. Ohwe se obetumi execute adwuma no. Oti ase wo hihye adwuma.
Yeah.
Adwuma hihye kire say eye bibia enye true, but wo yire ho say obema na ye no kore. Eti obehihye, but in the course of hihye no
now
e kwan bi ba beda ho ama obi ahu say wa hihye adwuma,
because only
do be na wo punch holes.
Yes, because the moment the contesting person Akosua Serwaa ebehu say you are representing the interests of Abusiano, any Odobudi pedal. On technical grounds, something has gone bad. I say, oh, win katie, no abobuum. Bibia koboni. How did that happen? How? Na meba. Adia ato abusapeni no. Menyini say any de. Na moma yensua ade kakra bi mfiri mu say. Sasemo ba. Sometimes uyo penia e wo se wo home asem so na wutie afanu no nyina in total, like tie ye before you open your mouth to speak. Because say the American the moment won eba ye pem how abusapeni eba out no I say he had an agenda because of sa ahinie nsembia nkoye and all that no. That's a my boy to ho and to see a 7 circle type of thing. Can say oh baby see no crana say na say anything. He said so many things. It was wrong because at that time no I dare to abusua nani until you don't come out with vengeance, even if inipa no now no wasem and what are you going to do? But my memra enyema AC ewo court no unu imagine me hunu ema na omo kon for Akosua Serwaa na meti omo se pa
na omo mo kon for do broni de on ti ase
Tr0µble se me be now the nipa se mo she nipa num na uyini sa me ma be ye tim odobodi tim Akosua Serwaa o me fa me kwan me kwan be be fa
what fa Akosua Serwaa kwan
say omo na they are be a bit more aggressive, right?
All right.
They are being more aggressive until say omo na I will address them.
Ada na what omo say.
Okay. Ajimai, it might be a building mema. It might be
sure
a building a mema.
Of course.
Okay. Because there are times who obey man crampon, maybe do maybe or ababomo. Na atoba. You don't even believe in yourself again.
Sure.
Say you can do it. Like you are broken from within.
Then
at that time, and you were busia and I know more. So I think we're busia no infa.
Yere.
Until you ban on a heading. Now for some time in the year, I've been thinking, say, how do you build a superstar like the case of Daddy Lumba? How do you build him?
First, you must realize that indeed the person is talented.
Okay.
So the talent was there.
Okay, Tr0µble. Wouldn't you say when up and coming artists ebaha, most of them they don't even believe in themselves. Have you realized that?
Even though they have the talent.
Yes, but they don't believe in themselves. What makes them as omo they come to believe that and build that alter ego now. And we say, yes, I am German vibes.
Obi oben no catch they say. Oh yeah.
Maybe I'm about to draw something to you. This is the process I had. Emma, it probably drew that level, no. And they say, before somebody build a superstar like Daddy Lumba, one, also who say a year 1 out of 35 million people, 1 out of 35 million people. Then 2, so you must have an eye to see the talent. So you need the creative energy. But do you know what you need more? You need the silent force.
And that is
the silent force, no, any onipa na or wo China or can go assume say
you can make it.
Sami Rasta,
you can do
you
it.
were born to do this.
Yeah.
you would make it, you will be great. You can be even better than that. And as the person is giving that to you, or draining a life force, even before you meet the record label, he or she is draining his life force or the pugu for you to build to that point.
So in the case of Daddy Lumba,
yes. So in the case of Daddy Lumba, no, you realize what I said last 2 weeks. No, when Charles Kodofosu met Akosua Serwaa, no, now he hadn't gotten to that level. So people see Akosua Serwaa na Luba pa na ni na say no. Do you know why? Akosua Serwaa drained her soul
into
Daddy Lumba.
And Daddy Lumba is fresh.
Daddy Lumba, yes.
And Osia feeling.
So because you see, you need the silent force. Now that silent force, no, obia, G would say you will be Daddy Lumba from Charles Kodofosu no to Daddy Lumba no. 2, Nyankopon born yen say obi bia wa and obi owiase bia no nim. The person fights for himself or herself. So no be di obi ani wo ti dwane e she obi fofra no obi atia o de show no ano. But you see that silent force must say me selfishness in here then etunchen, and I'm going to do everything for your well-being.
If that's the case, then Daddy Lumba wasn't fair to
nobody is talking about fairness. We are only talking about what happened.
No, are you also getting my argument?
I do get your point.
Yeah, because
but you see, I want to let us all understand how the journey from Charles Kodofosu to Daddy Lumba was orchestrated.
Is it that at the end of the day, if we have the conversation,
of course,
at the end of the day, if you build a musician, no matter what, one day the musician will be ungrateful to you.
Well, say ungratefulness about musicians in there. How many times have we said it?
Not just at the point that Lumba was ungrateful to Akosua Serwaa. Is that what you are trying to say?
It's a bigger conversation, say.
Because
it will narrow it down.
Yeah.
But how many times have we discussed say pundits so be entertainment hosting? Yeah. How many times have we talked about ungratefulness?
More than 1,000.
And we're near one of those things. I'm not going to settle on it. But the person can say the lady went through all this. Most of the enyomno contain
Akosua Serwaa.
And so Akosua Serwaa not in the muse.
Sure.
MUSE.
And
Yamana na on any firm no odo ababomu nsem emwa. Thank you. You see where Akosua Serwaa was in his life, like a beautiful painted picture. You can look at it and you'll be singing about it. Writing poems about it.
So in a nutshell, you're trying to say, sir, based on how Akosua Serwaa and I saw the name Kwabetua my Daddy Lumba no, Emma and you pay free mobile.
Yes, because you see, there will be one person now, obetimi attach you so deep. Yeah. Say you become that creative. Sure. That's what we call the muse.
It's a new my enjoy bebre so free Akosua Serwaa.
Yes.
It's sooner or done
the needle. It with him. Daddy Lumba, it's like an orchestration, okay, of Akosua Serwaa. And the career was built around the character Akosua Serwaa and her experiences of the man. So when offered them last week about the financial help, the and then you add this one now in the face, say, the silent force now. What we say only Lumba am pray fame who cry.
Not at all. Not at all.
No, you should be careful about this thing. You must mark it. On my Daddy Lumba, all the limelight.
That space.
Yes. Now people say, why didn't Akosua Serwaa come out early?
No.
Say we see there. How long will it take to build a house?
A lot of years.
Okay. So we put the same Diana
within an hour. You will be done.
Okay. So if she built something
for so many years
from the foundation, okay. Now say she's about to break it. Now let me show you the effect of the breaking. Now people think say maybe a friend is saying a brand like that Lumba cannot be broken. Oh boy, it can. Do you know what to break it?
It can be broken.
Just one allegation.
Sure.
and the number of male musicians allegations equum. In fact, me can present me Boba Kupedin, but yeah, not Pakwa frame and no catch him say what I say. The only thing you need as a male musician now, we are top class musician. So Ubetima breaky wo brand now what building for over 20-30 years, you know. It's just one scandal from a woman. Just one.
Just a woman.
Just one. And I said I didn't know Abama no sen kameka. Bet me can.
Ganani.
Oh, yeah, nipa. Yeah, nipa.
So say why
yeah. As I say now he's reviving it into yourself.
Okay, forget.
Into him. We must study the woman called Akosua. Because Adia Utimi here to build one person over 35 million people
and sustain him
and give the person the limelight as a shine.
Take it all.
That no be na that the Lumba say abo ahimrachi no mienu.
Yeah.
Na ontume na ena krokroche no. Yeah. Eno ye na dwen say odwendwen na brabo ho. Do hu ya ne say Akosua Serwaa ba beda picture ni.
Yes.
Can you imagine? Yeah. Eno de ya nyumo.
Yeah. So now we come back to the court. And you know, you look at the women who are fighting for Akosua Serwaa. Not because Akosua Serwaa are organized and I say baby, but they find themselves in the same situation. Now, Onyonko, Edane, they understand how when you are building a man, we'll break it down to put the man together. Now, let him become a hero. And then at some point, whatever you built, no, you are being discredited for. Yeah. So when you see the women at the court now, and they are doing what they are doing now, you should understand them, say, there is something going on now. They feel in tandem with Akosua Serwaa. Adam DBC.
That's
some boy. Emma be brain so abuama won kunum aye successful ene omo for mu nyahwe. A lot of women are standing behind their husband. Ama omaye successful. Ameneno. Like they even find it difficult to even get that compassionate when
Ama some girls and no more enjoy.
What you say? It will continue to maybe whatever the outcome of the court case no.
The case is in court. If I ask you to advise a beautiful woman called broni, what would be your advice?
If I been beginning the near can say how many years I was spending with Daddy Lumba, and your should be well celebrated as the companion. Ni nearby sinenum pain say now you no girlfriend or no or barber show because ni nuan who don't know whatever Charles Beckner bia no ye. Obia cannot dispute the fact that broni enye bibi o Lumba life for these years. Nobody obia no amemu kan so ye Akosua Serwaa e fanu said you now ka say broni nye hwe or ye say me no nya agyen. And I mean support also because say aduane nko ampo na no amani dia waye bibi ama Lumba nya nkwan hodene enti eno saa ne na wo marka ho enti that alone should be celebrated but then no what the saa e brena wa breni nyina no e de babe I'm telling you say ye book out to assembly man pa that victory will not reflect in the whole country. Because the signs, internet say the voice of the people is the voice of God. The AC will call to die in the chino. The number of people are what that kind of recognition for the wife, the first wife now, and then the supposed only wife no. How Ghana hunu editina odo broni wa fans wo internet so. Na ye hu say ebia court no e ko supporting that.
Nobody knew her. Has such following.
Yeah. Because of questions why be anyone.
That's I'm not sure Lumba showed Akosua Serwaa on no.
But they do program.
But share or no. Or it's I can say my drama so.
The early stages of
92, 91. We and I.
No, coach. Omwa.
They can make anything so no. Coach,
Omwa
no, but the point is that me can't say on my office that.
Oh, that. And your office. Coach, Omwa court then. Omu Haley Akosua Serwaa 1980 and 75 no. They were not even no
Ghana. Yes. And no say Lumba yiri ni.
Yes. When him say unto say that the Lumba we no. Ansana Akosua Serwaa matete o Lumba nyom no. Me who say ni eyenira.
That's what I mean.
But unim, I want to advise Odobroni. No, I feel like I want to advise her. Me see any down. Me who no 101 that be call Lumba we na call 1 week no. Me we keke. That was my first day I who no feel. But unim baby, she has done well for being with Daddy Lumba at that tender age. Na onim sane ye handle bema. Daddy Lumba uchenim fie mu mienu a very close to the lady. Etutim se na se ne bra pani bi. But otumine ne tenaye for almost about 15-16 years or whatever. It means or your buy at 10. I would name a fee at the yo. Now what's not be man one and now wo and quadensia. Young woman, you've done well. What me a superstar in a fee. A bidum say a drew baby crowd go through at a tay. But now too. Bounding baby. And a cry back pet. Say Odobroni unim pa say Daddy Lumba oye bema na one ne ti is legon o yere wunim se fe na Akosua Serwaa wunim pa hwe fa sa ebuo no ene ni die no e mama me no sa ebuo no ene ni die no e mama me no. I watch one of the TikTok programs on moye ena lady bi or see a friend Angel e ba so be ka say na only that yes only that the Lumba twempana e wa bruchiri na that the Lumba e ka kire ne say me yire de Akosua Serwaa fa ni de wo wiase nyina ama no so ne be nanti acha ina smart as me no twempana no so Odobroni mfa nhye ni tirim say nyo no pe na that the Lumba ne twempana onfa nhye ni tirim say nyo no kwa na that the Lumba ne wo eba one ema binum so esanye ti sasa ni ono so oni ni besanya no wa hwe no ema afri entrase a motra mu baaye no eye dwapade ehye mu nyina mo ni monyam ye gina court yi ema Daddy Lumba si ye kona yie si ye kona yie be na yie nyina yie no all because Odobroni ugina mfimfin say o yeyere tio ugina mu say o yeyere ena eyere onum so yeyere ene enua pani a onum se ne yire Akosua Serwaa no so say wonya yire. In fact me tuni for say opa omyenya sam ni mfiri koto na onfa maame ni position ni man say eyire na onchemu because in life all is vanity. Se ohwe ne yekoso okumase after the court no de man ne ye no a se empo court ni bu asem ne mana ebeye den so be kokumase so be kwa yeni bi impo court bu ase oye eyire no nko yekuna hwe se ukọ obi adihifie na you are not welcome ukọ na adihifie na wo mo awukọ mu fie no enje wuntum how do you go o hwe ne AC no mene no a eye me ma papa me ne be ma ne ye bi oba ono no eware ye no onfa aware no ani mu kuna de ni nyina na mimi remeni as ma papa na hwe se kakumase ma na ansan heli nana na mom so twen ebie bu asem ni wie na ekoto ne beto a onya nigie enkokumase ayi na se sana me hu
ena asem na okan me sure se Luba kan bi kire no se mo mfa Akosua Serwaa enia because me nu nyina na tifie ena masesa ne mfo nyini firifie ba akoma ba fie ba akoma kire wo de what am I telling you?
Okay. Timidi me afutuo kakra bi na I
it's asem na angel kan no so say angel nyumo ho
yeah
ne nyumo ho mo munim
angel nyumo ho
Lumba
o de kutia
ntino ono asem na so ka kire no no me ye sure say odobroni wati bi wona so
okay
because se unenete na udi mpo no senka Lumba jaya aware tio unenete no mpo ojaya aware ena oware wo ena die ne beka kire ede ne bema Lumba de still the pictures oba na wajaya na aware no
eda so tatare
pictures eda wo ne matrimonial home. It says it all the kind of a year na Lumba even after a man be or fan watching he still recognizes the contribution of it say and some Lumba can woni nyum nyina fan kofo ho no e Akosua Serwaa de na close da ho obi a Lumba de no bo nyum bia no or appreciate ni bia wo kan bia ba Akosua Serwaa kwa de close da ho cross no ne say wabre memma mu refi no da no che say ne Akosua be da ne bon sam kra that still appreciate her da no
nti yo ba bia wo ne watwempena Akosua Serwaa de
da no that forever and ever that is what it means say Akosua Serwaa de mamu refi ni that means forever and ever. If you want to say something about Luba, don't forget Akosua Serwaa.
Goldberry and Construction Limited for say main country say more 5 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms, finished apartment or more than a ton with a flexible payment terms. Interbusioni Johan, for numbers now a good screen so 020 70 36 71 0 na efromo na enomo endi eye ehun kom afetu so say opese omu sit down from scratch to finish so betimi aboa say wo dan bi na pese omu pese omu renovate so edema so betimi ayeden aboa say ene o asase na pese already start so betimi ayeden aboa was akwa so say ene so o de open building materials so a abusua omu betimi ayeden aboa say o sit down na open drawing plan ultramodern one part so contact omo na abusua munye bi emfama omo no bese no 020 70 36 71 0 020 70 36 71 0 abusua from Moses here.